The next speaker is Professor Alain Lioré from Paris 8 University. He will present something very special. Okay, so while connecting the computer, I will say that Alain Lioré will present his experimentations with quantum computing and new images that will appear, and his experimentations with Apostasis platform, an enhanced version, in fact.
So I will try to explain what I am doing in my work at Paris and what I have done for, especially for Apostasis. So I am working in a new kind of field about quantum computing. I try to use quantum computing to make some art experiment, and because it is very new, it's a new kind of making things, a new kind of trying to explain some things. So I have made some application with some of my students and me, of course, to try to explain how you can understand quantum computing and how you can try to make some new kind of art, some pictures, little video, as you see, and even some music. It's very funny. And I have made this presentation especially for Apostasis, so we can try to see and to learn something about this. This is the quantum cellular automata. It was an application doing to understand how you can play with some electron, some parts of quantum computing. So when you are in the space, in Apostasis, you can walk and you can look at this presentation. It is like a tutorial to understand the basic things about what is an electron. It's very easy, and what is a dot, to make some quantum cellular automata, and after, the most important thing, what is a qubit. Perhaps you know the classical computing is made with bits. Bits are only 0 and 1, and qubits are not like this. Qubits are more complex and can make many things at the same time. So the qubits are like this, and I cannot show you all this video because it's very long. If you want, you can play on Apostasis, and you can try it. And it's a very long tutorial to explain what you can do. So there is other things in this space. So here are the Qiskit blocks. It was an application made by a man called Java FXpert, and I have made an adaptation of this. It's a 3D world like Minecraft. You know Minecraft, the game, but it's not Minecraft. It's like this, but it is a special test to try to understand what are the main components of quantum computing. So it's like a game. It's very funny. You play it and you can understand what is a quantum circuit, for example, and you can have some gates, the X gates, the R gates, Z gates, H is Hadamard gates. These are the main gates of quantum computing. Quantum computing is not using AND, NOT, OR like the classical one, but new kind of gates. These are these gates, and so you can try to build some in 3D. You can try to build here some circuits and try to play. It's a very funny game to understand what you can do with quantum computing. So this is the Hadamard gate. Hadamard gate is one of the main quantum computing gate because it can make some superposition. Perhaps you know about quantum computing. It can be 0 and 1 at the same time, and we can do it with Hadamard gate, for example. Okay, it is the Qiskit blocks here, and I will show some other explanation about the quantum cellular automata. Here is the quantum cellular automata working. It is a simple demonstration to understand how we can make just a hand. You see the two cats. I don't see if we see the blue and the yellow cat. This is the Schrodinger's cat, which is dead and alive at the same time. And when you play with this, it's a AND gate. And so if he tests with some qubits, and when the planning is finished, we test it up, and so the cat is alive, okay? So until we play this kind of quantum circuit, we don't know if the cat is dead or alive, because it's a quantum superposition of states. So you can play it, and so you can try to make like dead or alive, okay, it's alive, okay? So you can play with it to understand how you can build some quantum circuits. I don't show you every screen because there are many screens in this application, so it will be, this is the NOT gate. So if there is 1 at the end, of course, there is 0 at the end. At the beginning there is 1, at the end there is 0, and the cat is dead, okay? If it is 0, the cat is dead, and so it is a very, very little simple circuit of this. So you can understand how we can make some experimentation with basic quantum circuits built upon quantum qubits. There is no music on the computer, on the screen, no? No, not possible. It's not very important, but there is some music for this short beginning of the video. It's in loop. What is this? It is the movie Back to the Future. You know this movie, but we don't see all the movies like as you see them, but we go through the movies by like a camera throwing the film, and it traverses all the movies. So we traverse the movies Back of the Future. It is very interesting. It is just the beginning because I can make all the film. It was very long to do it for this. But it's interesting, and if we can earn some music, there are also quantum music for this demo. It is very interesting because we can zoom and show many data in this. So, okay. And there is another one here. It's the same process. For for short movies, the Ballet Mécanique of Fernand Léger, an old movie. It was the first experiment I have done with this, to go through the movies and to traverse like a black hole. You know, the black hole in the universe. It's like a black hole on the movies, and you can throw the movies. And it was one of my first experiments with movies, with quantum computing, to produce some new kind of movies or to explore movies. So just if you go behind, something very funny about, the quantum Schrodinger's cat is here, I think, Schrödinger. And it's just a funny thing to remember. So here are some pictures I've made with quantum computing. It was very simple. The picture seems to be very complex, but it's not so complicated, because these pictures were made with 3D objects, and all the vertices of a 3D object were not at the same place, but were simulated by some qubits, and the qubits are running in something like a block spheres. We call the block spheres. And spheres, they are running very, very, very quickly in the block spheres. And so when you stop at any time, you can see something like that. But at the next time, it's not the same thing. So I can make many and many pictures like this with the same object. The same object can be very different at each time. So here are some examples. I love this one because it was very surprising for me to see this. What do you see there? You see something? You see? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I call this the quantum swan. But it was very surprising because it wasn't a swan, okay? It was just a random 3D object. I play my computer with quantum computing, and when I stop at one time, whoop, I get this one. It was very surprising for me, and it is the quantum swan. Thank you. You are the winner. And I think, okay, just only two picture again. These are made with the same principle. These are other pictures made with the same computing, quantum computing, and it was very funny to do these pictures because they are. I can reproduce them, if you understand, because they are produced only at a time, and if I try to reproduce them, it's nearly impossible because it is the electron in the qubit are moving very fast at a random position every time. So I have done this picture. I cannot do them again. I don't know if you understand me, because it's not possible to do again the same pictures like this. So okay, they are like this. So if you want to understand more of my job, it's very difficult. I'm working on this since 7 years, and it's very difficult, even for me, to understand what I do, because quantum computing is very complicated to understand, because it's a very new kind of thing. If you try to make a simple addition, it's very difficult to understand a simple addition. All the things are very different from now with a classical computer, so we have to try and we have to test and something like that. I have made some presentation in the past, apostasis, multiplier events, sorry. And you can read in the books. Celestino wrote a book in the last one at Roma. There is a book with my presentation. I think my first presentation is in the website, I think. No? I don't know, perhaps. There is a book, okay. So in the book, there is more technical description, and I explain how it works, etc. So thank you.